going on, guys? Kyle here. Today I'll be showing you the generator from Origins in Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's using the new 1.7 snapshot features, and this is one of the features which allows you to put a named item in an item frame, and when you hover over it, it will display the named item is. So I've got a clock here which says generator 1 and the cost, which is 400 points. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what this actually does. You buy it and it takes away 400 points from you if you have the correct amount. It starts doing a countdown and it spawns some zombies. Once you get to a certain amount of time, the glass turns into packed ice and slowly builds up. As you can see, it's now to the second block, and it takes some time to get to the third block, and that's once the generator has been active. As you can see in the chat, generator 1 active, and now a nice little animation goes where some packed ice goes from bottom to top, and that is very nice. So here's a redstone. Ignore this bit over here, this is the prototype version, but it's relatively compact for what it can do. It's quite reliable and resettable as well. So I'm going to go ahead and reset it, which is that button. And now I'm going to go ahead and buy it, but not necessarily activate it. If you don't stand in the area, the radius, for long enough, then it will fail and the activation for the generator will fail. There you go, generator 1 failed, and nothing really happens. You can just buy it again. So I'm going to buy it one more time and show you just the animation of the ice. As you can see, the ice builds up for every third of the completion, and if I don't stay within it, it goes back down. So I'm just going to make it fail. Generator 1 failed, and now I'll explain how it kind of works in a rough way. So here we have some hopper clock here, and it goes into a comparator, which goes into this kind of detector for the button, as the button is 2 blocks high, and this is how you detect with a dropper going into a dropper right above it. The output is here. It goes into this test for command, which then these pistons, which tests if you have enough points. If you have enough points, it will remove it and summon the 2 zombies. It will alter this RS0 latch, and it will change the piston here, which will push the redstone block into this hopper, stopping you from buying or pressing the button, and it will deactivate this hopper, so it will start producing a signal all the way down here, which will activate this command block, which will detect if a player is in 5 blocks of the radius. If they are, then a variable called G1 win, which is generator 1 win, will increase by 1, and G1 lose will set to 0. And if no one is in the area, then G1 lose will be set to added to 1, and G1 win will be deducted 1. And while it's also doing this, it will detect if G1 lose is minimum of 10. That means you haven't been in the proximity of the generator for more than 10 hopper clicks. Ticks even, then it will say generator 1 failed, and it will reset the G1 win and G1 lose to 0. However, if you have been in the radius for over 30 ticks, which is G1 win minimum 30, then it will say generator 1 activate, and it will play a sound which I haven't included yet because I have not got the resource pack sounds installed. And then it will alter this RS0 latch, which will turn off this hopper, which will start an item looping, which in turn will start this set block commands. There's 12 of them in total, which will basically spawn ice here, then reset it to glass, spawn ice here, reset to glass, spawn ice here, reset to glass on both sides, and that just creates a nice animation. One more thing is, it will test for G1 wins minimum of 9, minimum of 19, and minimum of 29. And when it's done this, then packed ice will spawn in these areas, which gives you the indication of how much is completed. So that is basically it. If you liked this, give sure to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe. But that's all for this contraption. I've got the Crazy Place portal ready as well. But thanks for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.